Welcome to my channel. In this video you will witness a true story of horror story. Let's start the story. In the quiet town of Oakwood, nestled among towering pines and veiled by a perpetual mist, there existed a legend whispered only in hushed tones, a tale of a shadowed realm that lurked beyond the boundaries of perception, waiting to ensnare the unwary. It began with Sarah, a young woman who moved to Oakwood seeking solace from the bustling city life. She found an old, secluded cottage on the outskirts of town, its weathered exterior hinting at secrets long forgotten. Ignoring the warnings of the locals, Sarah settled into her new abode, drawn by its eerie charm. As night descended upon Oakwood, Sarah's cottage seemed to come alive with unsettling whispers that slithered through the darkness. Shadows danced along the walls, their movements fluid and unnatural, as if guided by some unseen force. Unease settled in Sarah's chest, but she brushed it aside, chalking it up to her imagination. One fateful night, a tempest swept through Oakwood, lashing the landscape with torrents of rain and howling winds. Seeking refuge from the storm, Sarah huddled by the fireplace, the flames casting flickering shadows across the room. Suddenly, a chill crept into the air, and the flames dimmed to a feeble glow. From the darkness emerged a figure, its form obscured by a cloak of shadows. Sarah's heart raced as the figure drew closer, its eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. Paralyzed with fear, she watched as the figure extended a hand, beckoning her into the abyss. Unable to resist its call, Sarah reached out, her fingertips brushing against the icy tendrils of darkness. In an instant, she was engulfed by a whirlwind of shadow, her screams drowned out by the howling winds. And then, silence. When Sarah awoke, she found herself in a realm unlike any she had ever seen. The sky was shrouded in perpetual twilight, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. Strange creatures skittered in the shadows, their eyes gleaming with hunger as they circled her like vultures. Terrified and alone, Sarah wandered through the shadowed realm, searching for a way back to reality. But with each passing moment, she felt herself slipping further into madness, the lines between dream and reality blurring until she could no longer distinguish between the two. Days turned into weeks, and still, Sarah remained trapped in the shadowed realm, her spirit slowly withering away. But just when all hope seemed lost, a faint glimmer of light pierced the darkness, leading her towards a gateway back to Oakwood. With every ounce of strength she had left, Sarah raced towards the light, the shadows clawing at her heels. And then, with a final burst of energy, she stepped through the gateway and collapsed onto the forest floor, gasping for air as the world spun around her. As dawn broke over Oakwood, Sarah stumbled back to her cottage, her body battered and bruised, but her spirit unbroken. Though she had escaped the shadowed realm, its memory would haunt her for the rest of her days, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the world of the living from the realm of darkness. From that day forth, Sarah lived with the knowledge that the shadowed realm was not just a legend, but a tangible threat lurking just beyond the edges of perception, waiting to ensnare those who dared to venture too close. And as night fell over Oakwood, she would lock her doors and windows, knowing that the shadows were always watching, always waiting. This is our story today. If you liked the story, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. We will meet tomorrow, God willing, in a new story.